Being able to speak confidently about the benefits of Agile is quite an important thing so that we can take people with us on this Agile journey. As we know, there are a lot of benefits to using the Agile approaches, to using whether it's the frameworks, the principles, the values, or hopefully the mindset. In this video, let's focus in then on why we believe that value is something that, increased value is something that is a benefit. This graph helps us understand this. If we know that generally 20% of the features or 20% of the cost or 20% of the time invested in something delivers around 80% of the value. It's that classic 80-20 rule. And so what we do with Agile is we focus on delivering that 20% first so that we get the most value first as soon as possible. And then we can relax and we can then work on decide what else we want to do. If we think about, for example, building Microsoft Word from scratch, what would we deliver first? Now, there are so many features now. There are multiple ribbons and multiple options and things, and it's a great product. But if we were to start from scratch, what would we deliver first? And there's probably only a few features that really get high volume of usage. I learned recently that Tesla, for example, have stopped putting in lumbar support in the passenger seat, in the passenger front seat of their cars. The reason they've done that is because all of their analysis shows that passengers don't use the lumbar support functionality, and therefore why waste money putting something in that no one is using. And this is what we're talking about. Let's focus on delivering what people actually use, not necessarily what they think they want. And we do that, therefore, obviously, by using real data. So what do we do when we get to that 20%? We've delivered 20% of the features. We've got 80% of the value. Hopefully things are looking good. What can we do then? Well, we have a choice. We can either continue to deliver the rest of the features as they were originally intended, in which case we have the law of diminishing returns, but it may be that is something that we have to do. But as an alternative, we could actually almost start again now, build from where we've got to, and replan, rethink about where we want to take this. And if we were to do that in this example, another 20% of the features deliver another 80% of the value, and we get up to somewhere like 160% value compared to where we were going to go originally. We can carry on doing that, of course. And what we do with Agile is we stop when we feel we have enough value, or we feel there is no more value to be had from the input, from the effort that we are putting in. And in this example, we stop when we get to 50% of the effort, of the time invested. And this really helps me understand this book. Jeff Sutherland wrote this. It's called Scrum, The Art of Doing Twice the Work in Half the Time. And I know that this title gets often misinterpreted, this idea that actually we are working faster, we are pedaling faster, and so on. That's not actually what he meant. If you read the book, what he's actually talking about is, in fact, he uses this graph to explain what he means. And the idea is that when we get to 20% of the features of the cost of the time investment, if we've done things properly in a truly agile way, we have probably delivered between 180 and 200% of the overall value. And that actually happened to me and on multiple occasions, but in one particular example, which I'm going to show you now. We know these two pictures already. We don't want to focus on putting all the energy into developing the entire product backlog to minute levels of detail all the way through. We focus instead on only that which we're about to start working on, we're about to deliver. And that should be at the top of that product backlog, should contain most of the value. And a particular project that I was working on, I was a product owner on this particular project, and this is a snapshot of where we got to with it. As you can see there were 4 epics that we decided we didn't need to deliver. So at the beginning we had the entire product backlog there, but we focused on not delivering those items because they were not adding any value. And we got to the point where we could actually stop the project considerably earlier than originally anticipated, because we negotiated with the users and said, we could invest all this extra time in delivering this for you, but you're not going to get a whole lot more, and we could use those people. That team could then go with those resources and build something else. In this particular example, one of those epics was going to take around, I think it was around 3 months to deliver. And the team that was working on this were getting quite worried because it was getting really complicated to solve that problem. Eventually, somebody on the team asked the question of the users. They said, how much time, if we deliver this epic, how much time will that save you in the year? Bearing in mind that previous epics were saving multiple hours per day, multiple user hours per day, because we were automating the work they were doing. We asked this question was asked of them. What would it was epic, I believe, number 7 in particular that did this. What will it do if we deliver that? And the answer came back that it would save 3 working days per year. So 3 months of effort, a team, I think we had a team of 9 people working on that. The amount of effort in delivering that, and probably not delivering it well, because a lot of the work that had to happen to deliver that outcome, which was deliver the thing, was very much human mental work, not something that you could actually code too easily. But when we found out that it would only save 3 days per year, we realized that there was no point in investing that time anymore. Now, that epic had been in the product backlog for a while. It was listed as a must. We must absolutely deliver that. But as we got through, but we knew it was complicated and we knew we were doing other things first, we didn't start scoping that out in detail until the last possible moment. And when we started discussing it, we realized we actually didn't need it and didn't want to do it. So there it is. Focus on delivering the things that deliver the most value first, and you'll find yourself able to save time, money, effort, and also a lot of heartache.